Hello my friends and welcome to a new video for Infinity Kingdom. This is Pyakia, an official Brace Officer. And here we back again to one of our good videos. A guide about Death Breath skill. And this skill is going to be part of the playlist Tower of Knowledge skills. And for this guide, I choose skills regarding the popularity or the statue of it over the description itself, because some of the skills seems has a good and easy simple description, but I figure out that people use this skill wrong. So this skill every 6 seconds cause physical damage to all enemy units and magical damage to all enemy units also once. So it will deal physical damage and magical damage to all enemy units just once. This is going to be every 6 seconds. So it's kinda simple, but let's discuss together what it does in the battlefield. I want to see a replay and just pause with my fire marsh. Let me here see battle reports. For example, we need our fire marsh. Here this is fire marsh and we have death breath, I believe on Sign Yoke. So we have here death breath. Let's check the replay and talk together about what it will be. So we will wait for 6 seconds and I will boost immediately. Here we wait for the fire dragon, and after the fire dragon we wait here. So what it does, death breath, as we see the little icon here. So every one of the enemy immortals will take 2 types of damage: magical damage and physical damage. Here Hippolyta, Trajan, Sign Duke and Jinkies will, all of them is going to take magical damage and physical damage. What I want to show you here, or what I want to talk about, is this is going to be as one cost. This is one cost, but if the report ended in 6 seconds, you will see that it costed 8 attempts. What I'm trying to say is this is going to be as 8 attempts. 2 for Hippolyta, 2 for Trajan, 2 for Sign Duke and 2 for Jinkies. All of these damage, every one of these damage is going to be as like a cost. So if they are using misleading, for example, if their dodge rate or dodge value is super high, the physical damage might be dodged from the death breath, but the magical damage will always be granted. So if they are using misleading and all the skills to increase the dodge rate and dodge value, they will dodge all the physical damage coming from death breath, but all the magical damage will be hit. So if Hippolyta dodged the physical damage, but all of them got the physical damage, that's going to be 1 dodge for Hippolyta, so no costs, and 1 magical damage on Hippolyta, that's equal to 1 cost, and 2 costs here on Trajan, 2 costs on Empressu, and 2 costs on Jinkies. You will notice in report we will have 7 costs just from 1 attempt per 6 seconds. This is just going to be a calculation thing, so whether you see a full attempts or not, this is going to be because they are using misleading, so you might be dodged the physical damage, but the magical damage will always granted to be hit. So this is just basics about physical damage and magical damage, but because this skill contains both physical damage and magical damage, the physical damage might be dodged or not, and the magical damage will always be hit. So the attempts is just per cost. It will be counted as if it hits 4 immortals, that means 2 per immortals, so it will be 8 costs or 8 attempts per cost. Here, as we check on Sign Duke, we have 36 attempts. So if you divided 36 attempts on 4, that's equal to 9 attempts, so or 9 costs. That's how many attempts it hit. You will see that you will not see a physical damage and magical damage here, because this is going to be a combined damage. they will combine the physical damage and magical damage per immortal that got the damage, and it will be counted here. If you saw a spell center, for example, this is pure magical damage because we know this is magical. And for example, here any other skill total coverage, this is a pure physical damage, but you can't see if this skill here have what magical damage and what physical damage, because the immortal you hit will have some physical defense and another immortal will have magical defense, so the damage will not be the same on every immortal. Every immortal will take some damage depending on their magical defense or physical defense. So the average damage here is just average, not per immortal, because as I said, some immortals will suffer from damage rather than other immortals. So that's it about Death Breath. It's very simple, but it contains mixed damage. As I said, the physical might be dodged, but the magical will always be granted. So if you are not using Caution and the opponent is using Misleading, make sure that you are using Death Breath on an immortal that has magical damage, a high magical damage, rather than I'm using this skill on Sign Duke because I wanted to trigger Sign Duke's ultimate skill. Because I'm using weakness and my Death Breath have some criticals, and as you see here, Death Breath have 10 critical hits from the 26 attempts. And that's all for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching and see you soon.